Hello. Welcome. Welcome to Little Guys. They are small. Today we're going to play Little Guys version 0.0.6. And that's it. Oh, hey, Gruff. In Twitch chat, I do look at Twitch chat. Okay, let's start a new game. We've got 10 little guys here and 1 little king. As you can see, the caves are now swamped in darkness. So who knows what might lay out here? Precious gems, perhaps. Or something much darker. Let's do what we ought to do first, which is collect some rocks. Hey, Flappa. Is there an ad playing? I thought I turned those off for streams. Hello, Maddie. Okay. So, one thing that's different in this version and the version before, Little Guys cost anima, so you can't really speedrun to making 100 guys right off the bat. You gotta collect some anima first, and we're gonna see how to get that. So for now, let's just work on digging out the immediate area, maybe plugging up some of these porous caves. Make sure no enemies get through. Make many doors. Oh, I'll make doors. I'll make plenty of doors. Oh no! Little skullet. Got him. We got 1 anima, and we're lucky, we got an ember. Tasty little snack. We're gonna see what those are used for. GruffJCC asks, in Twitch chat, how much stronger are Skolos than the old version before Skullets? I did make Skolos a bit stronger. I think I made them do twice as much damage, so they're a bit more of a threat. Alright, let's start collecting our rocks. And actually, let's put the king to work. No use standing around. Get a jab. we're doing pretty good so far. Yet it's only been one round. We've just started the second round. Alright, let's build some stuff instead of waiting around. I'm gonna put... Let me think here. Oh god. What could that be? I'm gonna put some doors. Around. So we can access the outside world. And then I think I'm gonna go mining towards the corners of the map, because that's where all of the little treasures lie. As many as there are in the game. Could I make moving rock clusters a thing? So I don't have to make a second base around them? I like the idea of making a second base around the rock cluster. Like, not a full base, but like an outpost, a little mini base. And then you have to figure out how to, like, set up your supply chain. Get rocks moving. Oh, welcome back, Spooter Dooter. It's been a while. They're not using the tunnel because there was no open path. If I put a door there, they would have went to the door. But if there is no path, then they really can't do anything better than dig. But they're supposed to look for any player-built tiles. So I guess they are stupid. Got some skullets coming in. I'm gonna place a outpost, maybe. I'll just put one here. Oh, they got through. No. Got him. Great, so now we have quite a few embers, I think. Let me actually sort my dispensers. This one is just gonna be crumbs. Yeah, 50 crumbs. I'll also make this one crumbs. And then this one can be anima. There we go. And then I'll do one more for embers. But yeah, we should have enough embers to start lighting up some mine shafts or something. Let's do that. Let's place a torch out here. We got some guys coming to make this candle. Glad you're stimming, Hyronaut. I hope everyone can stim to my streams. Does the game use threads for all the pathfinding? No, it doesn't. Before I do any multi-threading for pathfinding, I really need to do caching. And I just don't cache anything at all. Although, pathfinding is optimized in other ways through this monstrosity you see here. It's doing pretty well thus far. But yeah, that's a good question. I don't do any multi-threading yet. Thanks, Hyronaut. Alright, so we've made a torch. Beautiful. Let's set up just a couple more outposts here by our doors. That way they can stop breaking down our doors. We don't want that to happen because when enemies break buildings, you don't recover any of the building materials. So we want to preserve our precious rocks. Oh my god! A shell tank this early? That was fast. Oh god. It's all in disarray. Hello, Zeep. Welcome back. Hello, Remnant. Alright, King, you get back over there. Got 19 guys so far. We should be making more, so let's put someone on the bakery. There you go. We should be able to make, like, at least 5 more guys. Got plenty of anima lying around. There we go, we've got a dedicated baker. Do your thing. Oh, there we go. There we go, now we're stocking up the anima. Beautiful. Okay, we got a couple outposts here. Not too worried about those yet. Maybe I'll assign a guy or two to the outposts. There you go. Okay, so I want to start digging in like this direction. Just to scout out the resources in this area. I'll just put one guy on the job. This music is from a playlist. Composed of many, many video game tracks. The one that just played was from Snipper Clips. So no music in Lil Guys yet. You haven't been watching the streams, what are the key differences? Testing, testing. I've got a very sensitive cord. But we survived. Anyway, I'm gonna answer the same question I just answered when my mic died. Is the game going to be infinite? No, and it doesn't need to be infinite. Right now, the game, like the full map size is 160 by 160. And we can quadruple that size before your computer catches on fire. And that is a lot of map. It really doesn't need to be infinite, I don't think. You have a question, Floppa? What's up? Okay, it doesn't look like there's the resources I want out here. I'll mine out a little bit further, but I want to start looking in this direction. Put some more little guys on it. And then I'll make another bakery because one is too slow. I've got all this anima waiting. I also need way more rocks, I realize. So let's do some digging. Maybe dig out this area. This could be cozy. What is the maximum number of guys or enemies you can spawn before noticing lag? On my computer, somewhere between 200 and 300. It depends on how much activity is going on, but the current limit is 150 guys. And it runs okay. Little guys should get little hats, depending on what they're assigned to do. They'll have hats, just like the crown. And you'll be able to craft those hats with mushroom caps. Just seems to make sense that caps would be used to make hats. Am I still doing devlogs? It's been a while since I've done a devlog. I'm not going to post any devlogs until I finish this demo for the Games Festival, because I just want to spend all my time making game. You have multiple questions? Shoot. Okay, definitely, I don't think there's anything over there. Let's keep exploring in this direction. And then let's break this down. I need way more rocks for what I want to do. And then we'll light it up. Now, with the torches, just for no reason, I let you change the color of them. So if you want, you can have RGB lighting, I guess. It doesn't serve a purpose, but it's there. The thing I actually like is if you turn off all of the colors, you get something that looks like a pillar. So that could be a fun little like design element. There we go. let's start fleshing out our kingdom here. Oh, we got so many anima. Alright, you're a baker now. Maybe I'll make a couple more bakeries. Color changing is epic? Cool. Will there be April Fool's updates? Sure. The hats shouldn't have any functional purpose, and they'd help with visual clarity. It would be neat if they had just little bonuses, like a hat that makes you run faster. Like, when I add the hauler class, like a class that helps you haul items around, I would love to have a little, like, postman's hat. Like a delivery person's hat. And that could make them run faster. Make them better at hauling. Put the king to work. Actually, that's a good point. The king should probably be the one working on the bakeries. Oh, did I assign you to the... I didn't mean to do that. Maybe I did. I love the song. I love the whole Treasure Master soundtrack. Gruff JC in Twitch chat asks, where did anima and ember ideas come from? Anima came from the fact that I wanted an incentive to kill enemies. Sorry. Defeat monsters. In case you didn't want the item drops from that monster. So like, if you didn't want ember from a skullet, you should still have a reason to fight them. So I wanted every enemy to drop something that was useful and rewarding and give you dopamine. So they drop anima. And I think it's nice because it fits the lore. The fact that it's kind of like their life essence, it's their spirit, and you use it to make your little candy golems. You're literally building your army out of the walls and the souls of the dead, made from earth and spirit. And ember was just kind of like the most logical thing for skullets and skullos to drop. And I think it fit in nicely with the darkness and lightness mechanic. So it's something to make torches with. Have I played Prison Architect? I have not played Prison Architect, but a lot of people have mentioned it. I watched a few videos. I should play it. Maybe I'll stream myself playing it. It does look very cool. I like games like that. But I have not heard of Creeper World. A confectionery of little guys. Yes, you are a confectionery kingdom. A Pez dispenser. So we've got 75 guys now. That's pretty good. Let's light up this area. What should I do with this room? Maybe I'll just make this like my storage chamber. Or something. Yeah, lots of good colony sims. Can the little guys make fires? Well, the most they can do is make these torches. And will I add more cosmetic options? Yes. Right now, the only real cosmetic option is you can change their names. So right now, the king is named Opal. I should probably rename them to King Opal. We've got some other names here like Boone, Darby, Brock, Lard. I like Lard. Lard is damaged though. Poor guy. Ridge, Major, Vernon, Cleo, Wedge. There will be other cosmetic options, like, as we discussed, hats, and then weapons and armor. So, just for a second, I'm going to show you what the current other, like, equipment is. So I just spawned in this knight little guy. You can't make the knights yet, but you can in the creative menu. But yeah, knights have this equipment. But I'll let you equip whatever you want, so there will be different swords, and like there will be a pick for miners to make digging faster. Can I name one after you? Yes, absolutely. How about this one who just so valiantly defeated that Skullet remnant? I gotta somehow make it so that this game like connects to my stream and names all the little guys after whoever's in the stream. Maybe someone can make a mod. Okay, I'm gonna, since I have this knight here, I'm gonna station him over here. Did you ever do anything with the idea of enemies who go after resources instead of little guys? That is coming next. So in version 0.7, let me check my notes. Yes, in version 0.7, which is the next version, I'm adding the rockworm. And the rockworm will try to steal your items. I like that. I like an enemy that plays with the resource mechanics. Okay, so both of these little mines proved fruitless, I think. Maybe I could seek a little bit further, but I'm pretty certain there's nothing in these corners. So let's try once again, maybe in this direction, since I can make a good through line here. Make a little secret cave entrance. This way, from our storage room. My god, we have so much anima. Is there gonna be lore for this game? Or is it just a funny little guy? There's lore. There's lore. The little guys don't just come from nothing. They live in this confectionery cave named Gumrock Grotto. How will knights be made? There will be a building that lets you equip weapons and hats. So you'll make the weapons, or tools, or shields. You'll make the hats, and then the building will accept those items and a little guy, and dress him up, and you'll have a knight. There should be a system where you favorite little guys. There should. There should be a way to follow little guys with the camera. Twitch thing. Yeah, I definitely should do something with viewers being a little guy on the stream somehow. GruffJC in Twitch chat asks, did roads ever come into play? I did make roads. Those are in a different, like, developer version of the game. So roads are not in the player version of the game. They're in my secret developer version. Maybe I'll add roads this month, but there's a lot of other stuff I want to add first. Roads just aren't placed very highly on the priority list. See you later, Gruff. What do I think of an enemy type that spawns another colony or faction that you need to deal with? Absolutely 100% yes. Yes. I think that would be amazing. To like look at the edge of the map and start seeing the world kind of change in the darkness, but you can't really see what's going on. And then you light it up and you realize there's little houses and activity of a race of monsters settling down and digging for resources, claiming land. That would be awesome. Yeah, fighting for territory. Do I know the game Middle-earth: Shadow of War? I've played Shadow of Mordor. I think that's what it's called. I don't know if we're talking about the same game. But I have played Shadow of Mordor. I very much like that game. It is very good enemy AI. Okay, cool. We've dug out this tunnel. Let's light it up. I think that answer termites work really well. Yeah, ants could make, like, really interesting, like, digging patterns. Their colonies would look very unique and spirally with all of these passages. Labyrinthine. Oh, Shadow of Mordor is the sequel. Okay. Alright, I'll make more doors. I'll make a whole bunch of doors. Yes! Guys, we found it. We found the cluster. We did it, chat. We did it together. Alright, let's get in there. Free him. Good morning, Babu. Thanks for making it. What do I think will be the main objective for each run-through? survival. Survive as long as you can as the waves of enemy get harder and harder. I think early game is all about setting up your like very basics, like just gathering rocks and making bakeries to make sure you get a good flow of rocks and anima to making more little guys. And then once you have a way to replenish your little guys, I think the middle game will be more about establishing supply lines to gather resources like this here cluster, or harvesting other kinds of resources. And then late game will purely be about making sure your castle can sustain a lot of damage and rebuild itself as enemies chip away at it. Can I change where jobless little guys go? I've been thinking about stuff like that. Right now, jobless guys, of course, go to the king, who right now is very brave for leaving the kingdom. But jobless guys, no, they go to the king or they go to an outpost if there's room. Sounds like there's a... Oh. Trying so hard to destroy this door. They got it. Oh no! They killed my knight. My only knight. Actually, let's not do that. Let's set up some more defense on the south side. How should I set this up? Kind of losing guys pretty quick, but I have plenty of rocks. Or do I? I'm actually quite low on rocks. Well, that's what this cluster is for. Cluster is a way to get endless rocks. Because they are a finite resource, but they need to be infinite, because when little guys die, or enemies destroy your buildings, you lose rocks forever. So you kind of need to fill in the lost rocks somehow. So yeah, let's set up some larger mining operations. Let's just dig out this whole area. All of this. We're gonna need way more rocks. I am suffering, lacking rocks. Whole ton of rocks. How does the bombshell AI work? Is it cheesable? Maybe it's cheesable. Right now, shell tanks try to walk directly to the king. If they can't walk to the king, then they will walk to the nearest player building and try to blow it up to make a path to the king. Come on, get those rocks. I'm gonna need way more guys on these clusters. Does this game have a demo out, and is it on itch or Steam? There is a playtester demo. You can find that on the Discord, linked in the description. But eventually I'm going to release a demo on Steam Early Access. And it won't be so secret. When do I think I'm gonna have another video on my main channel? My plan right now is, once I finish this demo for the Sydney Games Festival, I will work on a video before October. I want to do more like storytelling videos instead of just like game devy kind of devlog stuff. I'd like to tell the devlog as a story instead of just as like technical details. Am I gonna die? But yeah, I want to make one of those videos sometime between September and October. I'm literally gonna die. I'm just fruitlessly digging for rocks. I think I've lost. I think this is actually... This is it. In my hubris, I thought I was well defended. I didn't have enough rocks. Oh no. 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 We start again. Alright, this time I'm gonna learn from my mistakes. We're gonna have a rock-centered economy. Alright, I'm not gonna slack on the rocks this time. You guys are gonna do the work. You're gonna get me my rocks. I'm dodging taxes for way too long. More bakeries? I think I was good on bakeries last round, but I didn't have any rocks to make little guys with, because I'm a fool. Yeah, we were just talking about that. It would be great if the generated names picked Twitch viewers. Hello, Noodle. Petunia. April. Big Tony. Love Big Tony. I could place bakeries, but I have no anima. So I can't make any little guys right now. I have to wait for these skullets. Name one of them Door. Okay. We'll name the King Door. King Door. To symbolize our beautiful castle we're about to make. Also, I like how when I died, 5 people left. They don't want to see failure. Did I add Edwin? Maybe? I'll check the list, because I want to add Edwin. That's a good name. I took screenshots of all the names that I wanted to add, but haven't added yet. No, I forgot to add Edwin. I'll update the name list before I release 0.6 tonight. Name a purple guy Bebu. Bebu. Oops. Bebu. Name a door. Oh, like a green little guy door. Unfortunately, we have no green little guys. Let's make some though. Okay, we're gonna make this a anima dispenser. Yes, we're gonna learn from our mistakes. Bebu will live long, grow strong, eat many rocks. Still no green guy? Oh, nice. Thanks for joining the Discord. Yeah, King Door forgot everything he knew. There's a green one. All right. Button, your new name is Door in all caps. Plenty of rocks. A delicious quantity of rocks. Then we'll set up some doors, because it funnels the enemies into one spot. There we go. And we've accumulated, I think, quite a few embers. Let's see here. Make an ember dispenser. And I think right off the bat... Hey. Get him! Right off the bat, I'm gonna send some little guys mining. First we mine. And let's mine in this direction. Because I want to get to the rock cluster pretty early, I think. May as well just eat as much of the cave as I can while preserving our security. I love the lighting too. I think it adds a lot. It adds a sense of mystery and discovery. Never know what's behind the darkness. Minecraft movie? Never heard of it. Never heard of such a thing. Alright, we'll place some torches around. Got some light going. And I think we're doing a bit better this time. We've got this guy feverishly baking new little guys, though I would prefer another baker, so let's get you making that new bakery. Petunia. Then we mine. First we mine. First we craft. Okay, let's make this like a little secret tunnel to the mine. Now, I would really prefer like a million little guys right now, but my bakers are just so slow, so I'm gonna have to make more bakers. More bakeries. Very good. Get to it. Cool, so we have 3 dedicated bakers. And plenty of frickin' anima on the ground. So get to it. And then I think we're doing okay on rocks right now. Can I name a green guy Henry? Yes. How about this one? Patches. Patches is a good name though. You're Henry now. Welcome back, Floppa. You were less than conscious? Like unconscious? Less than conscious, but not quite unconscious. Is Bebu still alive? Bebu was a purple one. No, you're still there. I really need like a list of all the little guys. Search them by name or something. Is Door alive? Thought I saw Door recently. Door had an angry face. Where were you? You're not Door. Where's Door? Oh, Door's about to get exploded. No, you're good. Door's looking pretty fragile. No, that's Ralph. That's Door's arms and legs. Door got exploded. You're the new Door. Door 2. Okay. Now we're producing. Got 40 little guys right now. That's awesome. Let's assign a couple to start digging in the mines so we can find a rock cluster. Yeah, no. The king is King Door. Very different. Okay. I'm cautious to build walls around the castle because I want to use those rocks to make little guys, but I'll screw it. Don't forget to make air holes so they can breathe. Hey. Hey. You didn't have to do that. You already destroyed the door. That's just gratuitous. Alright, I'll start placing outposts. There we go. Hey, Harley. Yippee, little guy is correct. Cool. Plenty of rocks up here. Let's place a torch. Why did I place 2 outposts there instead of 1? Did I place 2 outposts? When will the Lil Guys movie release in cinemas? Tomorrow. Day 2 billion trillion of asking for a rock that is also a hermit crab. That, for some reason. Babu, I think you're tired from sleeping 4 hours. Lack of sleep will do that to a hermit crab that's like a little rock moving around is a very good idea. A rock with little crab legs and beady little eyes. But there will be hermit crabs. Maybe they could be more rock-like. Okay, no rock deposit up here, I don't think. So let's start digging over here. Make a little network. We've got to make sure we have plenty of rocks. Okay, we can't slack on the rocks. Do I know that that Zelda enemy with the fake rupee attached to it? With the fake rupee attached to it? Which enemy is that? And from which game? Yeah, for an April Fool's update, I'll just release a completely different game. have some dedicated anima guys, although we've got plenty of people delivering anima, so that's fine. That's nice. After a wave ends, you get this huge influx of pasty blue anima to make little guys with. But I still feel like we could make them faster, so let's make more bakeries here. Like, we should have hundreds of little guys by now. And then I'll put you two down here. And then let's get at least one guy on the outposts. Get over there. In Poland, it's 6 a.m. Why are you up so early? It is what it is. Well, thanks for stopping by this stream. Omae wamo shinderu. Nani? We all love little guys. Thanks, Harley. Did I ever play Balatro? Somehow I have not played Balatro yet. Literally everybody I know has played it and told me to play it. I will. Because I've been looking for a phone game as well. Somehow I have not played Balatro yet. Okay, all of you idle folks, dig, do something. Make something of yourselves. Dig out this area. Let's see some fresh rocks. There you go. Get to work. Oh yeah, I could play balloons. I like balloons. Actually, that's such a good point, Harley. I need to replace Reddit with something that's fun and rewarding. Little guys. Hello, Kryn, or Srin. I also get trapped in the shorts. Not that I'm one to talk, because I've posted many little guys' shorts. But genuinely, try to watch shorts and TikToks way less. It It is not good for the soul. What did you say, Bebu? Have I made music for Lil Guys? I have written music for Lil Guys. I have not, like, made it in a DAW or a music editor yet. I have the music written, though. I guess technically, I did make music for the Lil Guys videos. There's a couple songs that are in the YouTube videos that I made. But for the game itself, I have yet to make it. Could you get a peek of the music? I would have to bring my piano over. Idea, strengthening walls to a few levels. And with candy, it will actually be strong and not like placing multiple or normal walls. So it makes them go in a second longer. And yeah, I think we definitely need stronger walls. Yeah, maybe that will look like strengthening it with crumbs. I was thinking of adding like a hard rock that I want to call gum rock. That's like crumbs, but very, well, hard, but also very rare. So that could be like the basis for stronger walls. You play jazz guitar for your university? I love that. Love a good jazz band. That's so cool. Jazz guitar is really fun too. You probably know like every scale. I've not used Studio One. Is it good? Well, what do you like about it, I should ask. I'm sure it's good. Bring the piano over. Yes. I'm sure everyone wants to hear a MIDI piano through my microphone. My $40 microphone. Can we get European walls instead of American walls? Alright. Yeah, we'll get some real brick European walls. Not something you can just literally punch through. You play glockenspiel and xylophone? Love that. That's so cool. I love those, what are those kinds of instruments called? Mallet instruments? Malleted? I love watching people play glockenspiel. Glockenspiel. You like Studio One. It's great for instrumental music and affordable. And heard of more advanced producers say you can only do so much with it. Yeah, I mean, advanced producers are all like using Pro Tools, which, like, advanced music producing is like such an arcane science. Like, it's just unreal the kinds of ears these people have. Like, the kind of ear you have to be a professional producer. Just a whole different world. Apparently, it makes all the difference, but I like simple DAWs too. I used just the crappiest MIDI DAWs for the longest time. I used to make a lot of music for like the NES, using the NES sound chip. And that's all you need to make cool stuff. Sorry for the long messages, but if I need any help or recommendations, thank you. I really appreciate that. I'm not looking for musics right now. It's a very, very nice offer though, to send like stems and samples. Ooh, Slipknot, Metallica, and Rammstein. Am I talking about synths? Yeah, like all like music making technology. DAWs and like old video game system synthesizers. Okay, we are flush with rocks right now. That's good. They are working very hard in the mines. Yeah, we hit max Lil Guys, so we're doing way better than last time, I think. Are Lil Guys cheese-proof? As in, are they impervious to cheese? I've not laid cheese before them. If you're asking if I put cheese on a mousetrap, would they fall for it? I think they would fall for it. FL Studio is great for ear candy music. Yeah, FL Studio's great. I have no problem with FL Studio. I really like it. Like if I slap Lil Guys with cheese, will they die? Let me think. Lil Guys are like the size of your pinky finger. So I think if you slapped them with a slice of American cheese, they would perish. Or at least sustain a lot of damage. But if you gently laid a slice of American cheese on top of them like a blanket, they'd be fine. They'd fall asleep. They're small? What? They are little? Perhaps? Are they allergic to cheese? No. I don't think they have allergies. Maybe they're allergic to water? I think they would start to dissolve a little bit in water. I sound like your DM. That's awesome. Can I check if Henry and Bebu are still alive? Okay, somehow I gotta sift through 150 of my little guys here, but we'll see. I can't remember which face Bebu had. I should have remembered. We have Brock, we have Jar, Barnacle, Wedge, Cleo, Liam, oh goodness, Boone, Petunia, Sheep. Sheep's not doing too hot. If I see Bebu, I will let you know. King Door is thriving though. King Door is doing all right. Yeah, Door blew up, but we made Door 2. Door 2 is out there. Or maybe Door 2 also blew up. It's hard to say. There are many little guys right now. We have Bix, named after Bix Beiderbecke. What else is happening? Who's Max and why are they everywhere? That is a good question. Max was an old friend. Okay, let's make like a stockpile room, because we got a buttload of anima. Don't take that out of context. Let's set up some storage here. Did I find the cluster? Yes, we did! Thank you for reminding me. There we go. Oh, we found both. Good. Perfect. Yeah, I'll replace all of the walls in my castle with doors. How to get to the Lil Guys Discord server? There's a link in the description. When's the title update? Like, when is version 0.6? Version 0.6 I'll upload tonight, or this morning, depending on where you live. Do doors have more health than walls? I think they do. Which is kind of funny because you may as well just build doors instead of walls if they're stronger. But they do cost 7 more rocks, so I don't know if it's worth it. I think walls are a much cheaper form of defense. Especially since doors will filter enemies, because enemies will always try to walk through doors. So they kind of, they all centralize around the door. Isn't the best strat to just box yourself in with a cluster, put all 150 little guys on that cluster, and just stockpile anima while they mine? You can only fit, I think, 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, you can only fit 8 little guys on a cluster right now. So the yield is quite limited. But with miners and picks, you'll be able to mine the clusters much faster, or a higher yield of rock. What tags to use in the search bar? For the server? Or like the Discord server? I will post in the chat. I'll post a link to the chat. There you go. Discord link is in the chat. You're hearing my Discord pings? That's a good point. You could just, like, spam ping me, and the whole stream would hear it. Discord pings comfort you. See, I have a love and hate relationship with Discord pings. I like them. I like getting pinged, but I also hate it when I just don't know which server the ping was on. So I hear the ping and I just like don't know where it came from. Maybe I don't know how to use Discord. Okay. You guys are actually doing it. I'm gonna close Discord. You're evil. Let's see, what wave are we on? Oh god, I closed Discord and it just started buzzing my phone instead. Now I have to mute my phone. Evil. Scoundrels. What are the blue round things in the storage bins? That is anima. It is required to make little guys. They are the souls of monsters that have been defeated, and you use them to craft your little guys. Will there be a Little Guys sequel or DLC once the main game is done? Definitely DLC. It's something I can just always add stuff to. So, I think I'll do the common thing of having, like, service updates to improve the game content updates, but then maybe there could be like big, like giant DLCs that could come separate. Maybe. Yeah, Spider DLC. Among Us DLC. We're getting pretty low on rocks. It's amazing how quickly you churn through those frickin' rocks. Fortunately, we have quite a bit of rocks from our clusters here. But we need more. We need yet more rocks. And another issue here is that this supply line is treacherous. It goes right through the path of the enemy. So I'm gonna have to dig a little tunnel and then seal off this little entrance here, or exit. I don't want them walking through the path of monsters. I want them to take the safe route. Yeah, we gotta get rock stat. It's getting rough. We're currently on rounds 24 out of 50. So we'll see if we can survive. Open Discord? Why? Someone just posted the most beautiful fan art on Discord. Alright. What's it gonna be? These pings are awful. Do I have the weather app? Have I ever heard of the Google app? Have I ever played the Lil Guys game? Yes. I've played it once. What? There was no fan art? You lied to me? You lied to me. How dare you? How dare you? Okay. Cut off this. Cool. I love fan art. Goodness me, we've lost so many little guys. Get to work. I mean, the bakers are working. They are doing their darndest. I think I just need way more bakeries. And good, our supply lines are a bit safer. We're not exactly running straight through hell to get back to the castle. There we go. But boy, have we lost many souls. Come on. Get him. Oh, they're so powerful. No. What round is this? 26? This is a tough one. I think I've learned my lesson, so I need way safer supply lines. And then the other thing is, I think we've got a lot of little guys looking for items in the carnage, which is not safe. Like, I don't want them prioritizing all of these items. Like, look at that. They go straight into the battlefield to pick up rocks. And I think that's because those are the closest items. What I want them to do is get these rocks that have just been hanging out here. And these rocks as well. But those are so far away, they don't pick them up. So this tells me that in version 0.7, I'm gonna have to add a way to blacklist items, or at least not pick up items that come from the carnage like this. I need a way to select these items for pickup, not these ones. Zeep, you're crazy. Thank you for the $2. Sorry, the 2 CAD. But you do not have to. Don't pull out your wallet. It's okay. But thank you. Idea: trinkets. For little guys in the player, 1 slot for a special ability. Offensive, defensive, or other way functional. And 1 trinket for little guys that will give them some ability. I like where your head's at. I think the trinket idea that you have is very similar to the way weapons work, or the way equipment works. Because right now, oh god, we're gonna die. I'm just gonna I'm gonna spawn a bunch of knights here. 1, because I'm dying, and 2, because I want to talk about equipment. So equipment does stuff. Like, the sword gives you, I think, twice as much attack, and then the shield gives you 50% more health. So knights have around 4.5 health and like 2 attack power, or maybe 3 attack power. But the swords change their class. So like, knights don't do menial labor, they only defend. And it's because of the sword that tells them to do that. So the sword makes them a special kind of little guy. And in the same way, a pickaxe will make little guys specialize in mining instead of, you know, hauling or baking or whatever. Currently, you can't make knights without the creative menu. But you'll be able to make knights soon and equip stuff. Alright, what's been happening? I've been yapping and the chat has been going goblin mode. I'm not gonna open the Discord again. Judging on what happened last time. I've learned to not open Discord now. You lied to me. Congrats, I have trust issues now. What is that emoji? Dude, the YouTube emojis are almost as bad as the Steam emojis. Maybe a little bit better. That is not a good emoji, I hate that. What is that? I hate these. I don't like the Steam emojis. Thanks, Jack. How do I get swords? These little popsicle stick great swords, which was an amazing idea from a viewer. You can't make them yet. This will be a pretty strong sword. I think you'll need something like ice to make it, since it's a popsicle stick. But I'm gonna add like a basic sword that you can craft early on. Meet your demands. Meat? I don't believe there's fan art. Okay, I think it's official that I've died. I've lost this game. We did make it almost 30 rounds though, so that's impressive. And we learned some strategies, like to close off or to have safer supply lines. But it's brutal out here. Now, I'm pretty sure you can command knights to work on bakeries if you force them. Let's restore our population. Okay, you did post fan art. It's Lil Bebu, purple guy. He's so angry. Oh, lovely goose. I love a good goose. Oh, hey. Harley drew the rock hermit crab. Yes, I love that. That's exactly what I was thinking of the eyes. That's so cute. Papa, that first goose you sent, I can't see the outline of it, so it just looks like... it looks like a big white square with eyes and legs and a beak. Really wide goose. Flattened goose. Yeah, someone stepped on it. Somehow there's almost 2,000 items on the ground, but it's not, like, lagging. I'm really surprised. Wow. When does the stream end? How long has it been going for? Like 2 hours? I would say at most another hour, because I gotta upload this version tonight. Oh! I'm gonna save my game this time. I should have been saving my game this whole time. Please. There are so many enemies, dude. No. Yeah, I promised to crash. I promised to blue screen at the end of my streams. But yeah, I'll spawn like 1,000. See how many we can handle. But there's like so many items here, but we just don't pick them up fast enough. I mean, I think the real problem is that we're picking up the giblets of fallen little guys instead of the cluster rocks. Okay. So there's a few things I need to add to fix this, to make the game a bit more fair and balanced. Little guys should not pick up giblets of fallen little guys unless commanded. And then I should add like some kind of item to help little guys run faster. And I think I want that to be a hat. So that could be like the first hat you can craft. Gives you a little speed bonus. And then that way haulers can pick up items much quicker. That way they don't clutter up here by the clusters, and maybe they're a bit more speedy in picking up items from the battlegrounds. Anyway, sorry, that's me talking to myself. What has been going on over here? A-train? Because... No, not... I guess like A-train. Not that fast. Make a door hat. What is that? What does that mean? What do you mean a door hat? It removes the movement speed debuff from doors and gives a temp speed boost after going through one. You know, that's actually not a bad idea, because then you could just place doors like, you know, like Mario Kart boosts. So that if they're wearing the door hat, they just right through. That's not a that's not a bad idea. Maybe you were just memeing, but that's actually kind of a cool idea. It's just very specific is the thing. Yeah, door highway. You were not memeing. There totally could be like a Mario Kart speed up tile, like a floor tile that makes you go fast. Make little highways. Well, that's what like paths and walkways are supposed to do anyway. So let me write that down. I said earlier in the stream that walkways weren't high priority because they'd be decorative, but they don't have to be decorative. They can be useful. So, yeah, I think this is 3 things I'll add. I'll add a hat to make you run faster. And you can craft that hat with mushroom parts, mushroom caps. You guys are seeing the game design in real time. Yes, so mushrooms to get caps, to make hats, to run faster, and then pathways to also run faster, make highways, and then make it so that giblets from the battlefield are not prioritized, so little guys stop killing themselves looking for rocks. Maybe I'll do that all in version 0.7. Because if I add mushrooms, then I can add mushroom stems, and you can use stems as the hilts for swords. It's all coming together. I feel like it should be boots instead of a hat. See, I could add boots. But I wanted to keep it simple. I really just wanted one hat and two, like a left-hand item and a right-hand item. Maybe if I want to go crazy, I'll add other types of equipment, but for now I'm just going to do hats, and then left hand, right hand. You hope we get door hat? Maybe. You're watching in 2 times speed? How? How are you watching a stream in 2 times speed? Tell me how. That is not possible. Maybe the walkways are made from gumrock bricks, which is the same brick to make walls stronger. Ah, yes. Yeah, that's a good question. Should you be able to make walkways like right off the bat? Or should you have to wait for stronger materials like gumrocks to make walkways? I think we'll do the same thing for walkways as we do for walls, castle walls. Maybe like a simple variation with basic crumbs, and then a better variation, Like, this could be the difference between, like, a cobblestone path versus a brick path. It looks better and it's more, functional, useful. Can Lil Guys get a buff when they're close around candles? Like a speed buff? Candle buffs, I think, would make sense. Or maybe outpost buffs. I think I'll find a way to make outposts give buffs. I think that makes a lot of sense. Like, an attack boost from an outpost would be awesome. Or a defense boost. Mushroom soup. Yes. That would be cool. I was thinking of like a soup kind of thing. You could use the shells from the shell tanks to make like a bowl for a bowl of soup. You think players should wait for pathways because it's a civilized thing? Ah. Yeah, that's true. Like, if you have the walk fast hat, the speed hat, and pathways at the beginning of the game, you have a lot of different options for speed, and that might be overpowered early in the game. So yeah, maybe I should hold off on walkways. Or the speed hat. Face orange biting nails. Stop with the YouTube emojis. You know, they're not bad. How do I... Whatever. We should not normalize Steam emojis, please. Hello, Rain. Yeah, there are swords and shields. You can't make them yet, you have to cheat them in. But, yeah, we've got knights. Swords give you more attack, and make you a knight. And shields give you more health. You posted more fan art in the Discord. What could it possibly be? What? A union? You're unionizing in my Discord? That's not allowed. I like how the little Bebu you drew is 10 times the size of the king. It's a very big Bebu. Is that the old snail sprite? Why did you... How did you get the oldest snail sprite from like 2 years ago? What? You're thinking like big shield guys that tank damage? A big shield is a good idea. Technically, I could put a shield in both of their hands. Like, there's nothing stopping me from putting a shield in the left and right hand, so like... yeah, there could be a shield guy. Are the shadows for a day-night cycle? It is for a only night cycle. It's basically always night, because you're deep in the caves. You must light your way. Now the game is starting to lag significantly, because there are so many items on the ground. There's almost 3,000. I mean, we're still doing 100 FPS, but still. We simply just cannot slurp up these items fast enough. I do like the bomb spray. I didn't see a door spray. Oh, I see it. Oh yeah. Yeah, these are nice. I like them. Blue circle thingies. What? Oh, yeah, these things. This is anima. It drops from enemies, and you use it to make little guys. Cost 1 anima to make a little guy. And you'll be able to use anima to heal them, and use them for other magical purposes. I was also thinking for farming as well. Because anima's like the souls of all living things. So they come from deceased monsters, and then you use them to birth a new candy golem. But then maybe you could also use them to fertilize a mushroom sapling or something. Ooh, evil anima? That's a good idea. Sacrificial rituals. There will be a sacrifice building. Not just for the masochism of it, but there will be a building that lets you sacrifice little guys. And return them to their basic components. If a monster soul gets put in a little guy, why isn't it evil? Well, is anything really evil? Is there really good or bad, or are we just all just struggling, cloying at the crumbs of the earth? But you asked, that is a very good question. Why aren't the little guys evil? I'm gonna add a joke about that in the next video. Aren't we invading their home? Actually, we're not. The critters are invading our home. The rocks were here first. Because the little guys, they're from the earth. They're made of rock and sediment that's been here for millions of years. Or at least a couple thousand. These little guys, they're made of the earth. Yeah, so you make a good point about how anima builds up. I need a way to spend anima stat. And I think to start, I'm gonna add a healing building, which will cost anima. And then another thing to spend anima on, I think, will be for farming mushrooms. But we definitely need way more ways to spend anima than just bakeries, because it is piling up. Look at that. Okay, that is a good point, Harley. All matter, all particles have been here for roughly the same amount of time. Zeep, I misread your comment. I thought you said the Lil Guy community is the best toxic community you've ever seen. And I was about to say thank you. It is the best toxic community. Oh no. The least toxic community. I don't know, apparently you guys are unionizing in the Discord. I don't know what that's all about. Not allowed. Anyone who joins the union will be swiftly banned. There will be no revolution. Silence. I need more scabs in the Discord. Rights. Not in my Discord. What's next? Everybody gets admin? That would be chaos. What's next? Basic human rights in my Discord? Never. Labor bad. Okay, union workers aren't against labor. That's not how a union works. Labor bad. Why aren't you guys Oh, there's no rocks here. This is getting out of hand. Pro rock, anti-mine. The little guys unfortunately have a negative impact on the environment. That is true. That is the sad reality. Oh no. That's so sad. What? No. Anima is a... It is a, it's a renewable resource. It's safe. It's non-toxic. Anima is perfectly safe in your drinking water. Okay, stop. Just don't talk about it. If it's non-toxic, then why he died? I don't know. Probably some other reason. It's perfectly safe to eat anima. If someone drank... If someone died from drinking anima, they probably had something else going on. Let's just say that. Thank you. Yeah, you don't want to know what happens to whistleblowers. Or what, rather I should say what whistleblowers do to themselves. Completely unrelated to the whistleblowing.
Forget it.
Didn't I say the stream would be over in an hour? I said that 30 minutes ago. Literally. It's been 30 minutes. Wait. No, yeah, that was 30 minutes ago. Should I play RimWorld? Should I just exit out of Lil Guys and start playing RimWorld? Or Factorio? Let's look at my Steam library. Don't. Play Deltarune. I could play Deltarune Chapter 2. I only beat Chapter 1. I beat Deltarune Chapter 1, and then I got to the town at the end where you, like, meet Sans, and then... Wait, what? No. Oh, no. Should I fix this? I'm not gonna fix this. It's fine. It doesn't actually break anything. I think it just means that if I save and load, it'll fix itself. Just kidding. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to save that save file and debug it later. What's happening is, I think like maybe a torch is blowing up or something. Oh no, I see what it is. I think it's because I have instant build on. It's because I'm cheating. Okay, well you can see the fallout of that. Yeah, I think having the instant build cheat kind of breaks some of the light logic. So that's okay. Okay, not really a bug, but kind of a bug. Anyway, thanks Neptune. What was he saying? Play Deltarune Chapter 2. Oh yeah. Yeah, I beat Deltarune Chapter 1, and then I got to the town at the end. Wait, maybe I shouldn't spoil it. Whatever, I got to a place at the end where you talk to a very specific character. But then I had to leave, and you can't save the game at that point. So I didn't get to talk to anybody. Which means I have to fight the boss again, which I don't want to do. You can save the game at that point if you go back to... Can you go back? I should have tried that. I didn't know you could go. You could actually go back and save. Oh. Or no, you can't. Okay, you lied. Babu lies once again. But yeah, what's in my Steam library? I've been wanting to play Kenshi. Yeah, the king isn't that hard, but that's true. God damn it. Ignore this permanently shadow spot. It's okay. You love Kenshi? I really want to play Kenshi. I should just buy it. Or at least put it on my wish list. Speaking of wish lists. Wishlist Lil Guys on Steam. buy Deltarune.
Wait, so... Oh, wait, right, it's the demo.
No. Is Deltarune done? Like every chapter? Oh no, chapter 5 is coming in 2026. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I should just get all the chapters. Or I should just buy it. Okay, that's going to my wish list. Is there a second channel for playthroughs? Like playthroughs of Lil Guys or other games? Oh, it took the crown. Other games. Yeah, I'll make a gaming channel. I probably won't make a channel just for gaming. But I wouldn't mind streaming playing some games. Will the next stream be a dev stream, implementing the next mechanics? Let's see. Let me think. I want the stuff I do on stream to be fun to watch. I don't want it to just be coding. So let's see. I think I could add mushrooms on stream. And a hat to make you walk faster. Yeah. I could do like mushroom stuff on stream. I think adding the walkways would be too much coding, and a healing building would be too much coding. When are we adding Arkshima Achlamna, Bringer of Chaos? That is such a good question. It's in the works. Arkshima Klanma. Bringer of Chaos. Yeah, I know some folks like watching coding. But like a lot of coding for me too is like writing down notes on pencil and paper, and can't really see that. Maybe I could do it in Paint. What's the poll about? Is it still going? Oh, it is. Okay, I'm gonna end the poll. The consensus was yes. on face red droopy eyes. There you go. There you guys go. So, yeah, there's your answer on that. If you guys were wondering. Okay. It is getting late into the evening. I'm going to stop streaming because I have to release the next Lil Guys version. 0.6, featuring darkness, lightness, candles to light the way, embers to make the candles. Let me check my notes. Someone in the Discord tell me what else I added. You just joined? Sorry, Kona. Oh no, there's more fan art. What's happening? Oh yeah, and the world size is larger in this version. There's almost 10,000 more blocks per world. Can you believe it? There's 10,000 more blocks in this version. That's 10,000 times more the fun. Sherlon, Lord of Streamership, commends me for my work. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out, Rayan. Thanks for hanging out, Kona, for as long as you had the chance. Appreciate it. Yeah, a lot happened this stream. The Discord started a union and revolted, and was quickly stomped to smithereens beneath my iron boot. So don't worry, I got him. I said I'd crash the stream. I mean the game. Okay, I'll crash the game if I can. I've done a lot of work to optimize this goddamn game. It's harder to crash it these days. The union is still active? Sure. Any last dredges of hope will be smothered. Pro rock, anti-minus. That's a great slogan. It's better than labor bad, more pay. In my opinion. Okay, so we're not lagging with 300 little guys. That's nice. Sounds like Xenoblade music. What is this? It's not. Labor bad. Labor bad, more pay. This is promising. Maybe I should raise the Lil Guys limit. But anyway. Let's keep spawning them. Ooh, here's what we'll do. So, okay, there's a cheat command to skip to the next wave. I think it's Control Q, yeah. So we can just skip until like wave 50 and see what happens. Some paper does smell good. You're not weird for that. Like a new book, a freshly printed book. Now add 10,000 revolving doors. Oh, yeah, now we're starting to feel it. Okay. We achieved 6 frames per second. Beautiful. Was Hal's Moving Castle music playing? $1,000 Lil Guys? Alright. Let's skip ahead a few more waves. Currently on wave 20. Can we achieve 1 frame per second? That's the question. Please say I know what Hal's Moving Castle. I do know what Hal's Moving Castle is. Actually, I do, especially because the first song I put on SoundCloud was an NES cover of the Merry-Go-Round of Life. At least I think that's what it's called. Oh my god, we're gonna die. Average Flash game. When and what will be the next video? The next video I want to upload sometime between September and October. And I want it to be a 2 to 3 minute storytelling video. And it's gonna show the new stuff I've added to the game, but through a cute little guy's story. A little machinima. A skit. Yes, lore. Definitely lore. It will be a lore video. Story time. Everybody sit down. But yes, there will be a scene where the little guys sit down for story time. I'm waiting, Matt Pat. Sorry. Got too excited. Yeah, basically the whole video will be SEO buzzwords and keywords to increase Google search exposure. And yeah, there's going to be a 20-minute ad read in the middle, just as a break from the other 10-minute ad reads to bookend it. There are no unions in the Lil Guys Discord server. We officially have 800 little guys. We're only on round 29. We gotta bump up those numbers. There you go, Zeep. A true little guy. Wait, what? Take him out back? So the union is executing people now? As in not not royalty, but the union's just executing the proletariat? Something's gone awry. Something stinks. No, the little guys don't pay taxes or rent. But to be fair, the property value in Gumrock Grotto is probably plummeted because of how dangerous it is. Pro rock, anti-mine. Labor bad, more pay. Sheesh. Oh my god, it's... Truly, truly dark times we live in. Just fodder for war. What have we come to? Alright. We should see some snail tanks coming in. God, the lag. Okay, we hit a record 5 frames per second. Not bad. We're getting close to 1. Oh. Oh no. Oh, that's not good. Oh. Okay, this actually is a real bug. Oh no. Yeah, so there's an issue where, like, I try to keep the light levels balanced. Like, when you place a light, it needs to add light, and when you remove the light, it needs to remove light. But sometimes I remove too much light, and it gets permanently dark. And so now there's just, like, these little phantom shadows here. And that's not in the lore, it's a bug. You leaked the new character? What could you have possibly done? I'm gonna take one more glance at the Discord. Oh my god, you drew Arshimaklanma, bringer of chaos. That is a beautifully horrific creature. Certainly the bringer of chaos. But yes, you did spoil it. Yeah. You caught me in the act. What do you mean there's a gang war in the Discord? What is happening? So much has developed in the Discord in the past 3 hours. This is what happens when I'm distracted. Alright, let's get to wave 50. Let's get to wave 50 and then see if 1,000 little guys can fend it off. But this is getting tougher because these later waves spawn so many dang enemies. You did what? You can't. Unions can't just kill. Other members of the working class. That's not how it works. That's not... That's what the ruling class wants you to do. They want you to fight. They're throwing stones, help. Oh no. Oh no, it's happened once again. Oh no. Your union stocks were down? That's not good. Pro rock anti-mine because we stone you. Okay, that's clever. Good pun. Pro rock anti-mine, fear the stone. What's yours is mine. Someone chucked a knife at you? Guys. Stop the fighting. No more. No more. Alright. Fear the stone. No. No, wait. Wait, don't pelt me. Pelt each other. Don't go after me. It's your neighbors. They looked at you weird. Fight each other. Rockaganda. Another one. Another fire pun. Another fire rock pun. Raise the flag. God, I hate to end the stream while this War of the Working Class climaxes, but I really should end the stream. I think I'm gonna try to fix that light bug. And then do a few more touch-ups and then release 0.6 tonight. Pro rock anti-mine. Fear the stone, what's yours is mine. Yeah. Yeah, the union stockholders are not happy. The investors. Follow the money, follow the rocks. Okay, little guys. is the resolution fucked? Stream's over. You're all free to scatter. Nothing else is happening. The stream has ended. Officially. Yep. Oh yeah. What should I draw? And so Rayen was forgotten beneath an avalanche of rocks. And so Rayen passed away. Yet another casualty in the gruesome war of the working class. The war of Big Rock and Little Rock. Draw a door. Good option. Bleh. A door with the Union flag. Door with the Union flag. What is your Union flag? Should I look at the Discord? Let's see. What is the Union flag? Oh, there it is. Okay. There's a lot going on here. Alright. I'll do two quick little... Sorry, I'm gonna accidentally draw the buy flag. Alright, I'll leave it at that. I think that turned out fine. Draw a door and draw a comedy mask. I love the comedy masks. The greedy union. Okay, I'll draw one door. Floppa really elected... You really elected yourself as the door guy. I won't question it. There. There we go. Yeah. That's how it looks. Scout TF2 is the little guy. I love that. I'm gonna do that. But first I'm gonna draw the comedy masks. Or rather, the comedy and drama mask. I keep choosing the bicolors. I'm sorry. There. Scout from TF2. Alright, let me look up a picture of Scout. God, I could hear that, Zeep. That literally activated neurons in my brain. Think fast, chuckle nuts. Trying to find a good Scout photo. If you guys have a good Scout pic, please put it in the chat. Everybody find your best Scout pictures on your desktop. We all have one. I'll do this one. Maybe. Sorry, I chose the lowest resolution picture I could find. It already is pixel art. Ugh. Oh, I forgot it was supposed to be a little guy. Oops. Yeah, let me get a little guy in there. Ugh. Oh god. Hey, Archimeister. By the way, welcome back, Butter Rat. Big bug? Excuse me? Alright, that's probably good enough. Sorry, I locked in. So, yeah, we got the Union flag. Yep, PRAM. It's incomplete. This is all I could fit. We've got a door. You cast a wicked spell on Union members? We've got the comedy and drama mask. And we've got Scout as a little guy. So yeah. Defy gravity. The stream is now officially over. We just had to take a 30-minute overtime intermission to draw Scout TF2. Good night, Zeep. Yeah, stream's over. I've got some behind-the-scenes work to do. Alright, good night. It's not a FNAF reference. And remember this tonight when you sleep. Labor bad, more pay.